Welcome to English Classes Online, where English learning is made easy. Kindly subscribe to our channel. Like and share our videos with your friends and relations. Remember to click on the bell icon for notification whenever a new video goes live on the channel. English Classes Online is an educational channel. Here, English learning is simplified. We teach everything English. This is where literature and English is made easy. We simplify literary analysis and make literary appreciation a fun thing. This is also where content creation is made easy. We show you how to use the English language as a tool for creating content and for creating income for yourself. You are welcome to our channel. Rest assured that our classes are always informative, educative, and exciting. Let's dive into this lesson right away.
This is Benjamin from English Classes Online. Today's lesson is on the best tips for essay writing in the West African Senior School Certificate Examination English. Score high in essay writing, and of course, that will boost your overall performance because essay writing is the highest scoring section in the WAEC English exam. With that said, let's dive into the lesson right away. In this lesson, we are going to look at the following items. Number one, essay writing as the highest scoring section. 2, 5 different essay writing questions to choose only one. 3, the steps in essay writing. And 4, getting the job done. And by that, I'll walk you through the sample essays and show you how to get the job done in order to score high in this essay writing section and by extension, score high in the overall English exam. Essay writing as the highest scoring section. What does this mean? Now, if you are conversant with the WAEC marking scheme for essay writing, this is exactly what it looks like. C stands for content and it carries 10 marks. O stands for organization and it carries 10 marks. E stands for expression and it carries 20 marks. MA stands for mechanical accuracy and it carries 10 marks. The total for essay writing is 50 marks. So that's the highest scoring section. So this means that if you're able to do well in essay writing, this is where you begin to do well in the English language exam. And of course, I do not want to overemphasize, and of course, it can't even be emphasized it can't even be overemphasized the fact that English language is a very important subject from whichever angle you look at it in our educational system. Now let's look at 5 different essay writing questions to choose only one. We want to take our illustration from the West African Senior School Certificate Examination of June 2020. We want to look at the theory questions, specifically section A, which is essay. Now, this is exactly what section A looks like. You have 5 different questions and you are to choose only one. Now, question number 1, your brother who is in the 3rd year in another school has written to confide in you that he is about to stop schooling and go into business. Write to him advising him against his decision. This question is on letter writing, informal letter writing to be specific. Then question number 2, write an article suitable for publication in a national newspaper on the topic, the importance of promoting good reading habits in students. This question number 2 is on article writing. The first one is on informal letter writing. The second one is on article writing. Question number 3. As the senior prefect of your school, write a letter to the principal pointing out at least 2 practices among students that should be discouraged and 2 habits that should be promoted among teachers. This is a formal letter because you are writing it to the principal of the school. Now, question number 4. A new principal has been posted to your school. Write a speech you will deliver at the welcome party organized for him by informing him about some problems faced by students. Okay, so that is exactly that. Question number 4 is on speech writing. Question number 5. Write a story that ends with the statement, I had never felt so embarrassed in my life. Question number 5 is on story writing. So you have 5 different questions and you are to choose only one. Now, I'm going to solve question 1 and question 2 just to show you. One is letter writing, the other is article writing, just to show you the steps you need to take in order to score high in essay writing, because it's really very important. If you're able to write a good essay and you're able to score high, let's assume you're able to score 40 marks, that has given you something that lays the foundation for probably an A or B in the overall in your overall English performance, and that is quite a spectacular performance. So it is quite imperative that you pay attention to essay writing and get the job done, and done very well. Now let's go to the next item, and we are going to see steps in essay writing. Before you start writing, you need to do what we call preparation or pre-writing steps. Okay? Now, step 1, create an outline for your essay. An outline is a list of points that you are going to use in writing the essay. So you need to think about what the essay is about. This is what we call brainstorming. As you think about it, ideas will come flowing into your mind and you jot them down. So jot down the points for your writing. Step number 2, give your essay a catchy headline. That is, if it is an article, for example, or a speech, or begin with an address if you are writing a letter. Okay. Step number 3, write the introduction. And of course, the introduction is paragraph 1, and this is where you introduce the issue you will be discussing in your article or in your letter or whatever you are writing. There are 4 essential ingredients to include in your introductory paragraph. The first is the subject matter, the second is the thesis, the third is the enumeration, and the fourth is intro. I have a video that discusses this specifically, so you can browse through my channel and you'll be able to find a video on pre-writing techniques. Okay, you will also find a video on the essential ingredients in an introductory paragraph, something similar to that. So just check out, browse through my channel, and you can use um, writing skills, writing skills as a playlist. Okay, then you go through the playlist and then you'll be able to get the video by title. Then step number 4 should be the body of the article or the body of your letter, whatever you are writing. In the body of your essay, you discuss the problem or issue introduced in the introductory paragraph. For example, if you are writing an article, you are likely to state the causes, the effects, and the solutions to this problem, because an article is usually written to be published in a national newspaper, school magazine, or international magazine, and it usually handles a social problem. So whatever is the subject matter, you discuss the key points in detail in the body of the essay. Now, another thing you need to understand about the body of the essay is that you should discuss only one main point in each paragraph. For example, point 1 in paragraph 2, point 2 in paragraph 3, point 3 in paragraph 4, as the case may be. Okay? Then step number 5 is to write the conclusion. The last paragraph is where you round off your discussion, okay, and bring it to a beautiful close. In this case, you summarize the main points discussed and call for action from those concerned, okay? A good concluding paragraph should contain a summary of the key points, re-emphasis, if you like, on the thesis, the main idea you have discussed. You re-emphasize the idea, or you make some recommendation, make a call to action. Okay, if you are discussing any social problem, you are likely to make a call to action and ask the people to do something to solve the problem. Okay, that's the way to go. Now, getting the job done, we want to begin with the sample letter. When writing a letter, you begin with the address. For example, 22 Musa Street. Take note of the punctuations. Ojo, Lagos State. When you come to the end of the address, then you put a full stop. What follows will be the date, 3rd January 2022. You put full stop again after the date. Dear brother, of course, you know you are writing to your brother who has confided in you that he wants to stop schooling and go into business. So you are writing to him to advise him against that decision. Dear brother, if you like, you can address your brother by name. You can say, Dear John, or Dear Samuel, or Dear Kennedy, whatever you call your brother, but you can say, Dear brother. Okay? How are you? You see, you can begin by, doing some personal inquiries or exchanging pleasantries. It's been ages since I wrote to you. I've been so busy with schoolwork that I've been so busy with schoolwork and domestic chores these days. Thank you for uh, filling that communication gap with your letter. You assume that he has written to you in which he confided in you. That was very thoughtful of you. However, I was worried when I read about your decision to stop schooling and go into business. See, you are giving a background to that discussion. He informed you of his decision, and then you are going to take it up from there. Your desire to go into business is commendable, but I think the timing is completely wrong. I would like to discuss some reasons why I strongly believe it's better for you to complete your secondary education before going into business. You see, you have gone straight to lay a firm foundation for the discussion. This is ideal for the introductory paragraph because this is where you introduce what the letter is all about. You discuss the subject matter, you state your thesis, you show your reader exactly what you are going to discuss in the body of your write-up. And so paragraph 2 is the beginning of the body of the letter, and that begins to discuss the first point you want to talk about. To start with, you are already in your third year, and this means that you have less than 2 years to complete your secondary education and obtain the senior school certificate. The point I am trying to make here is that if you stop schooling at this point, you will forfeit the senior school certificate. Consequently, the 3 years you've already spent at secondary school will be a complete waste of time and resources. This is the first point you have discussed. You are telling your brother that, he just has a little time remaining to complete his secondary education, so it is unwise for him to abandon uh, what he has almost completed. Okay, that's the first point. Then in the next paragraph, we discuss another point, another reason why you want your brother to reconsider his decision. Moreover, it's obvious that daddy and mommy won't be happy to hear that all the resources they've invested in your secondary education will go down the drains just like that. You and I know full well the kind of heart attack your decision is going to cause both uh, daddy and mommy, okay? So that is another point you are really making here. Then finally, you will realize that you need the senior school certificate if you decide to go into politics in future. You must have read in the news how some of the politicians are being disqualified from running for certain political positions in our country because they lack the required academic qualification to vie for such offices. It is possible that after becoming successful in business, you may decide to vie for the office of the president, governor, or senator. At that juncture, you will realize how wrong your decision to stop schooling halfway is. This is because the minimum academic qualification for being elected into such offices in our country is the senior school certificate. So this is another, we are talking about his future career, all right, what he might want to go into, okay? Then there are many other reasons why I believe you must reconsider your decision to stop schooling at this point. However, I believe the above three reasons are sufficient to convince you that you shouldn't take a step further in that direction. I know that you have always reposed much confidence in me, and you know full well that I love you and will never advise you wrongly. Please reconsider your decision in your best interest. You see, you have made a good point and you have actually summarized your points. Then you can then end your letter by, you know, saying, I hope to hear from you about reconsidering or rescinding your decision in view of the above reasons. Make sure you send me your positive reply as soon as possible. This is a very brilliant way to end your letter because an informal letter is supposed to be conversational in tone, and this is what we have demonstrated in this sample. Then your subscription or closing greeting, you simply write yours sincerely, comma, Henry, full stop. So this is how to write a letter. It's a very simple procedure. And there are other videos that I have uploaded uh, actually giving you greater details, discussing in a more detailed manner how to write an informal letter. So you can browse through the channel and also watch those other videos for, uh, for greater understanding. Now, let's take a sample of an article. Okay, still, this is a sample article. We saw the sample letter. In writing an article, you begin with the headline or the title, and it is proper to write everything in capital letters, just as I have done here. On the top center of your answer sheet, you see the title here or the headline, the importance of promoting good reading habits in students. Then you begin with the first paragraph, which is where you introduce the topic for discussion. This is the topic, and everything you are going to say will be about the importance of promoting good reading habits in students. And then you need to begin with what we call a hook. The first sentence should be attention grabbing, and there are different methods. The method we are using here is the quotation method. And here is how we do that. There is more treasure in books than in all the pirates' loot on Treasure Island. So said Walt Disney, a notable scholar. You see, this is our first quotation. You know, the quotation method is a very effective way to, write your hook, because when you come up with a quotation, the reader knows this is a very serious issue, because you have started immediately by quoting an authority on this subject. Then we are even coming with a second quotation. Similarly, Napoleon Bonaparte, a great French leader, said, "Show me a family of readers, and I will show you the people who move the world." You see, another important quote here. Then you continue. Promoting good reading habits in students is no doubt an effective way of encouraging students to become good and motivated learners. A reading culture in schools creates an environment where reading is highly valued, encouraged, and viewed as an enjoyable activity. Although the benefits of a healthy reading culture are numerous, I will discuss a few of the most important ones. See, you have actually completed your introductory paragraph. Then the next paragraph is the beginning of the body of the article. First of all, building a strong reading culture exposes students to various sources of knowledge. Of course, reading is the key that opens the door and gives one access to new ideas and new pieces of information. The more you read, the better you can build up and expand your knowledge. For example, a student who reads various schools on a given a given topic is likely to become more knowledgeable about that topic than someone who doesn't. See, so that's the first thing you have discussed on the importance of promoting good reading habits in students. The next paragraph is going to discuss another main point. And here is how we have done it in this sample. Another benefit of a creative and exciting reading culture is that it broadens students' imagination and increases their creativity. You may be wondering why we are using culture. You know, when you are talking of habits, habits, uh, a culture is a combination of habits, the way people do things, their way of life. Okay, so when you are talking of reading culture, then you are talking of the reading habits. Okay, let's continue. Reading enables you to think and use your imagination. You see, this is a very important point you are making. It is about broadening the student's imagination. It helps you to cultivate new ideas and also figure out ways to implement them in real life. In fact, the more you read, the more creative you could be. You see, you have made a strong point in this paragraph. Then the next paragraph, another point. Furthermore, a good reading culture helps students to become more successful in life by cultivating positive thinking and self-discipline. So here you are talking about positive thinking and self-discipline as, the benefits derivable from good reading habits. By reading good books consistently, you can develop the habit of thinking positively. This is because reading stimulates your brain and enables you to think in new ways. Reading helps you to learn new skills, new values, and new ways of doing things. When you cultivate a good reading habit, it helps you to avoid distractions and concentrate on positive activities that will add value to your life. The self-discipline you develop will help you to achieve your goals and become more successful both in your academic career and even after school. So you have made another important point here, okay? The last paragraph is the concluding paragraph, and of course, this is where you bring the discussion to a close, and this is how we have done it in this sample. In conclusion, building an effective reading culture in schools is important for building a strong and viable nation, in view of the fact that good readers today are likely to be good leaders tomorrow. So again, you are ending with what looks like a quotation. So it's a very powerful way of concluding. You need to conclude with something that will leave a lasting impression on the reader. And you are saying here that, good readers today are likely to be good leaders tomorrow. So all these have helped you to make a strong case in support of promoting good reading habits in students. And then you simply write your name and your location. For example, Olua Michael, Lagos. You can put a comma after Michael. Okay, so this is exactly the way to write. I have shown you how to write a letter. I've also shown you how to write an article. If you have enjoyed this class, make sure you like the video and share it with your friends and relations. If you have any questions, suggestions, or comments, kindly leave them in the comment section below. See you in the next class. Many thanks for watching today's video. A big thank you to all of you out there for being part of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the video. Kindly subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now as a way of giving us support. For notification about new videos, click on the bell icon. You will find the bell icon. Click on it so that whenever a new video is uploaded, you will be instantly notified. If you have actually enjoyed the video, like and share the video with your friends and relatives. This is very important. If you have any comments, leave your comments below. Any questions, any suggestions, we would gladly receive them and respond promptly and positively to them. See you in the next video. I look forward to always seeing you in the new video. Thank you and